talking about sex, periods, all things girl talk with your couple tea. Ooh. You know, I made Joshy B click that button just because it sounds so girly and like, you know.
I hope that sets the tone for episode 11 of Your Couple of Tea. It's your boy Josh. We got Katie B in the room.
What is up, you guys? Okay, so today is actually fight day. The day you guys are listening to this is Joshy B's second ever professional boxing. Is it professional fight?
Professional boxing fight. Your boy's going to be throwing hands today. So we thought, what a better way to
demasculize my husband on the day he's trying to be like the most manly man.
Woo, tough guy. Fighting.
Real men have a big heart and
real men wear pink and real men are teddy bears.
Yes, and Joshy B is a teddy bear because he has such a big heart. And you know what? That's actually a great thing. Girls love that.
But what the hell does that have to do with girl talk? I think absolutely nothing. I think
really
you're just trying to make excuses to have a fun little podcast.
Yeah.
And, make me sit through an hour or however long this podcast is about to be of you just talking about girl things.
Here's the thing, Josh, is like today is already so much about you. And like, I'm like, we got to make it a little like girly too. Like we're going to make it about the podcast, you know?
Yeah, I mean,
we're gonna switch it up a little.
Sure, the fight's about me, and now the podcast is, the floor is yours, Catherine.
Okay, so guys, I will be on my phone a little bit this podcast, like if you guys are watching, because I have a full list of questions, scenarios, different things to talk about, literally just to make Josh uncomfortable, but actually I don't know if it's gonna make you uncomfortable.
And Katie B is gonna be telling like her stories like throughout like these moments in her life. That's what she's told me. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know how I'm gonna feel about this. I'm just gonna sit here, smile, and look pretty.
So I have like different topics that I do want to talk about, and we've done a lot of like different type of girl talks on YouTube, and you guys love them. I feel like they're really interesting too, because it's always fun to hear another girl talk about girl things, but then it's really fun to hear a guy's perspective about things like, I don't know, you're afraid to ask guys, or like just things that like you're unsure of like what guys think about it.
It's just cool, like going through high school and stuff, like you always want to know what the opposite sex is thinking, but like you never feel comfortable asking. But I thought it was perfect today since we're talking girl talk. Your boy's got his Stanley cup. It's actually not, it's a knockoff, but it looks the exact same. If you're listening, your boy's got a Stanley Cup lookalike with our company logo on it, and it's blue. What is it? Baby blue.
It's baby blue
to fit the vibes of
which
girl
literally
talk today.
The Stanley I feel like is the staple for the girl. Like every girl has like a belt bag, a Stanley. Like you're already being basic, Josh.
No, I'm just trying to fit in for this long and fun conversation that we're gonna.
Okay, let's dive into it. Periods. Love them.
At the end of the sentence, you put a period, right?
No,
sometimes
like
exclamation point.
I was gonna be really graphic. It was gonna be like blood pouring out.
Yikes, babe! Come on, we don't even have to start it off like that. Like we gotta dive into it like that.
Okay, that's reality though.
Like literally about to dive into the period. Like think about what you're saying. Think about what you're saying.
You don't gotta do all that.
Think about what you're saying. They got a word for that.
Okay, I'm just gonna ask you a couple questions.
They got a word for that.
What? Yeah, what is it? I don't know. Wait, tell me.
I know. People used to call that
when you have
earning your red. What can I say? Red wings.
Ew.
Like the hockey team.
That's what they call it if you have sex on your period.
No, that was even grosser.
What the? Why am I like learning stuff? Like this is supposed to be girl. No, you sit down and you listen. You don't teach me things on this podcast.
Yeah, no, because this is girl talk, and I'm gonna let you do.
And why are you taking the show with girl talk? Why are you teaching me things about girls? I'm confused.
Hey, I'm just out here, trying to inform you.
Periods. How long do they last?
Are you asking me?
Yeah, this is a question.
Or telling me.
How long do they last?
A period, I would say, lasts 7 to 14 days.
Oh my God. When have I ever been on a period for 14 days?
I don't know. Sometimes with that attitude, it'd be stretching out a little long, a little bit before, a little bit after. I'm like, when did the period actually start? Because you're using the attitude for an excuse on the period. I'm like, you said that 2 weeks ago, so like I don't really know.
You're not wrong, but no, periods normally only last like I think anywhere from like 3 to 5 days.
That's it.
Yes, babe. Like,
I've been letting you off the hook for 7 to 14 days.
But hormones last longer. Period, just like when the blood comes out.
Yeah, the truth comes out now. The hormones are the problems.
Okay, that actually was one of our questions, but we'll just go to that since we're on the topic. What is our word for hormones?
Our word? Oh, our
yeah, what
word.
What do we call them?
We call them the moans.
Yeah.
Like, the moans.
Josh,
actually, that has absolutely nothing to do with it, but we call it the moans. Like, babe, you got the moans right now?
Oh, who said that? It was like a little kid in our family. They were like, I think
it was Issa or Maya.
it was one
maybe?
of my nieces or someone because they were like, oh, sorry, like Mimi. It was my grandma, my mom. No, wait.
Speak
My
English.
mom is their grandma. And she was like, oh, Mimi, like referring to herself. She's like, Mimi's just a little cranky. I'm sorry. She has some hormones from her period, and kind of trying to explain it to them, but they're younger. They're like, Mimi's got the moans. Mimi got moans. Mimi's mean because she got moans. So we kind of always call them like the moans.
That's what we call them now. I don't know why.
don't
So
know.
if we say that in our YouTube videos all the time, and probably on the podcast too, like Katie B got the moans. Like,
Yeah. I don't know. It just means
do
called the
you
moans.
currently have the moans?
I do not have the moans.
Yeah, we know because you're way too happy right now.
Excuse me. Do you, okay, wait.
Just
This is an honest question. Do you think like my mood changes like every single time I have my period, or like how do you think I am?
Absolutely.
Like, oh, really?
Not in a. I'm not saying like I'm not not even trying to be funny. Like not even in like a oh my god you're terrible way. But like it's just like I feel like certain things like I don't know how to put it. Like,
You're scared.
No, but like what's the word? Like easier, frustrated. Like things just come easier. Like easier happy, easier more upset. Like
Oh, like I'm.
does that make sense?
I guess I can get like frustrated easier.
Yeah.
Do you ever think there's a period though where like you're not like, oh, she hasn't been acting like?
No,
too
there's a
different?
lot of times like where you'll say you're on your period and I'm like you are.
Yeah.
I'm like oh you are.
I feel like I'm not. I'm really not that mean or anything because I don't like when people always
No, I
use
don't
the
think you're
excuse.
mean. You're not mean. That's not what I was getting at.
But
I mean, like
sometimes-
more emotional. Like
Sometimes I'll tell you, I
months.
always tell you, I'm like, I'm sorry, like I just like I feel like I'm gonna cry right now. It has nothing to do with anything, and like you always understand because I always tell you like what's going on.
That's what I meant. I meant emotional, not mean.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
think
yeah.
You're mean.
I mean, I've had my times.
You have.
I've had my
sure.
moments.
I mean, everybody can be
Okay.
mean here and there.
So what does the size of the tampon mean?
Whoa, the size.
Yeah, like regular, super, super plus, or plus plus.
You know, okay, so I do know. I'm not even gonna lie, it'd be funny, but actually before, like I didn't know. And I did think it meant like I thought you had like a big old vagina. And you had like this you got that super vagina.
Yikes! Because your wife uses super. Actually, no. I use. No, yeah, I do use super.
Wait,
tampons.
what are the words again? Regular.
I think there's something smaller than regular.
Is super
Regular,
the biggest
super,
or is it
super.
like,
No, there's like super plus, and then there's something even bigger. I think.
you got that super vagina?
No, that's not what that means.
That's what I thought. That is what I used to think it meant, but like obviously,
You know what's funny?
Becoming older and more educated, I learned that that's not what it means. It's all about your flow and
Yes.
how much flow you got, and yours should be flowing. Apparently, if you got them supers,
Super is actually not like that crazy to have a super. I feel like a lot of people use super.
does it feel different? Like
Popping
popping
her in?
Like a regular is like a
Yeah, a little bit,
Okay.
not too much. You can't notice too much of a difference,
Right.
but yeah, a little bit. But the thing is
it's got more like cloth, like or whatever.
Yeah.
What's in there? What is it in
it's
the
like
tampon?
cotton.
Break
I
it down
think.
for
I think
me.
it's like cotton,
It's cotton.
and it's like you could like pull it apart, so it's like compressed cotton that like will absorb.
Isn't there a girl that ate her used tampon?
Ew, what the? No, I don't know.
Isn't
Ew.
there? Yes, there is.
Probably,
She
Josh.
did it for like social media for views or something.
That makes me want to throw up. Like,
She was desperate.
yeah, that's called being desperate for me. That's bad.
Do you think you will ever stoop to those levels?
Joshua,
Catherine?
don't look at me and ever say that again before I knock you out
That is
live on this
disgusting.
podcast, even though we're not live. I will beat you up. I know you're fighting today, but you're going to see a real fighter if you ever say that.
Yikes.
Ew. No. Okay. So this is actually funny because I knew, like, when I was younger, I was like I knew it, or I thought I was like, oh yeah, it's because of the flow. But then I actually heard guys talking. They're like, ew, she has a super tampon. She must have a big vagina. And I'm like, oh my God, do I have a big vagina?
Oh no.
And I remember hearing them and I was like, is there something wrong with me? And then I was like, wait a minute. No, okay. That was just like dumb high school kids not knowing what they were talking about. But I almost like believed them for a second.
I feel like every younger guy thinks that.
Yeah. But what is crazy is the more, this is kind of like gross to talk about, but like the more you bleed, the like, sometimes you can feel it more. Like you can feel like, the pains, like
Hurts
cramps,
more.
like cramps more, like,
Yeah.
which are really bad. Okay.
Question for you. I have a
Yes.
question for you. Do you think my opponent tonight, when
on
you're
his
listening
period?
is gonna
Oh.
need, will a tampon fix his nosebleed? Like, could you shove one up there and
It
pop
kind
it
of
open?
it kind of depends on how big his nostrils are because they can be kind of thick and like look up. I could probably pop one in one of yours.
Yeah.
Maybe like a mini or like a regular.
But I thought that didn't matter on size.
What?
The mini or regular?
Babe, it goes up your vagina. We're talking about putting up your nose. It matters then.
Okay, all right, let's move on. Let's get away.
Okay. Can you pee with a tampon in?
Oh my God, yes.
Okay, this is actually a really funny story.
Didn't we have a conversation with a girl about this? Like,
Yes.
how would she not know?
I had a
You're
friend.
asking me.
I had a friend.
Of course,
And
if I didn't know, that'd be like more normal. But like,
She
how
had-
would a girl not know?
She had no idea because we were talking about it and I was like, oh, I have to. I said something like I have to change my tampon. And then she's like, oh, but didn't you just go pee? And I was like, yeah, but like I had to change my tampon. And she's like, you can't pee with a tampon in. And I was like, what? She's like, wait, you can? And I was like, dude, you're kidding, right? Like she had no idea that you could pee with a tampon in. And let me educate you on why.
And that is why we have to have girl talk in front of my husband. Because like to educate, this is a 25-year-old woman.
Yeah, this is like she was 20, I think 25. Yeah, she was 25 years old, had no idea that you could pee with a tampon in. So she would take a tampon out every single time she had to pee, which would frickin' hurt because if you're taking a tampon in and out, one, you're wasting a crap ton of tampons. Two, that hurts because it's like ripping something out dry. That would hurt so bad. Like it's like rips along. Yeah, it's bad.
Speaking of ow. Does it hurt going in?
Well, we're getting there.
Okay.
So the thing is she had no idea, and I'm like, I wonder how many people like think that. Like I was like, there's no way.
I don't think a lot of people think that.
I
or maybe
hope not.
they do. I don't know. Well, not if you're listening to this now, you know.
Now you
That's
know.
what you thought.
You can pee with a tampon because you. This is kind of gross, but like not really. You have a vagina and then you have a pee hole. They're completely separate.
What is this, like sex ed with JD right now?
Well, it's girl talk.
Oh
Do you feel
my
comfortable?
God.
Do you have a pee hole? Yes. Do you have a
It's called a
vagina?
urethra.
Is it?
Is that how you say it?
Yeah, and actually one thing I do know is if you have sex and you don't pee after, you can get a UTI because if you don't pee right after, your urethra something gets like jammed or something and it can get infected. So that's why you get a UTI.
Nice. Can guys get UTIs?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. What is
That just tells you right there I'm clean because I don't even know.
Babe,
I ain't even know.
a UTI doesn't mean that you're like a lot of girls will get UTIs. It's not like
Really?
a bad infection. It's just like you kind of that's why
No,
you
that's what I was
literally have
asking.
to pee
I
after
feel like
sex.
it's more common for a girl. No?
What?
To get a UTI?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
I think because of sex, but I really have no clue.
Not only are we going to sex ed your couple of tea podcast right here, but we're also getting into doctors.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. If you were a girl, would you use tampons or pads?
Are you asking me?
Yes.
I'm not a girl. I
But
don't
like,
know.
what would you do?
I wouldn't want to shove something up there.
So you would use a
Dry.
pad?
Does that hurt? You didn't even discuss. I want to know, like, what that feel like. Okay. This might be way too much
Sometimes
TMI.
it hurts and sometimes it doesn't.
But
it doesn't hurt that
This might
bad.
be a weird question. I don't know, but I'm gonna ask. Does it ever feel good? Like, I don't know.
It literally never feels good.
Okay.
I mean, it doesn't feel bad. It just sometimes it feels like nothing. Like to be like totally like a little graphic is like when you're like having a heavier flow and you like change them out, it doesn't hurt. But like when you're towards the end of it and like things could get a little drier, then it hurts.
Yeah, we didn't have to get into that.
You're the one that fucking asked.
I just wanted to know if it ever felt good or not.
No.
Okay, thank you.
Josh is thinking girls are in there like, oh my God.
No, don't, not.
Oh, this feels so good. Oh.
I'm just curious. I wanted to know.
Anyway, so I actually haven't used a pad in so long, and you're actually supposed
You
to.
have used a pad before.
When?
No, I'm asking. Like you said, I haven't done one in so long.
Yeah,
Like, you
I think the first time I started my first or second time I started my period because I didn't know how to put a tampon in completely.
Right.
I actually did put a tampon in. And this
that
is
would
another
be so
story.
scary for the first time.
I wasn't that scared because I was like, I want to be a tampon girl.
That would be so weird.
But anyway, I put it in and I was like, oh my God, this hurts so bad. I didn't put it in all the way so I could feel it as I was like walking. It hurt so bad. I played a whole basketball game with it in.
Bruh, TMI.
It hurt. You gotta put it up. Anyway, that was kind of
Do you
gross.
ever feel like the string dangling? I
don't
feel like
think so.
I
Not
feel like
really.
that would bother me. I
No,
feel like
you don't
it'd
really
just
feel
be
it.
there.
Sometimes you can't really see it as much.
But I guess
What?
I was
You
gonna
have a
say-
whole
I
thing
know,
dangling
I was
down.
gonna- You got a whole thing dangling down there.
Okay.
So I guess like a string one, it shouldn't be too bothersome. I don't know.
Do you think girls exaggerate about their period?
Exaggerate.
Yeah, like
I think they definitely have their moments. 100%. Like exaggerate, like in what ways? Like I think they
About
exaggerate,
pain,
like
about
oh,
their
like
mood.
oh, like I'm on my period. That's why. Like I think they use that as an excuse sometimes, maybe.
Yeah, I do think girls can use it as an excuse.
Maybe not though.
But
I
also,
don't know.
like,
I've never had a period. Don't come for me. Don't come for me.
the thing that
I don't know.
a lot of guys don't understand, you're always really understanding about this, is that like your hormones really do change. And it's different for everyone, but like you could literally just be like, I'm not sad, but why am I crying right now? Like it literally is the worst feeling ever, because you're like, you feel a little crazy and you know you're not. You're just like, what's going on?
Does that like happen to guys too? Like, do guys like have hormones that like change like that? I'm curious. Like, I don't know.
I don't know.
I mean,
I'm sure everyone has like moments where they're like, I have no idea why I'm sad, like get a wave of sadness. But I think
different.
I think it might be different. I mean, you guys do have hormone levels, but I don't think it's the same thing.
I gotta dive deep into Google after this podcast.
Now
I'm like so curious. I have no idea.
Do you ever feel like you felt like that? Like I mean, because I know you've probably had like your sad days.
No, like I'm sad or like depressed days, of course. Like I feel like everyone has those, but like I just don't think maybe it's the same. I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I don't think girls like exaggerate. I think some girls maybe have more pain than other girls, and like
yeah, like some people might not understand.
I want to know. Like girls always say, like you don't know what it's like. Like I want to know. I want to know.
Yeah.
How would I know?
Yeah, there's no way.
Just not gonna know.
My mom. It's actually interesting because my mom's like, oh, I've never had a period cramp in my life, and I'm like, you are so lucky. Like mine can be so bad sometimes to where like it's so awful. The first time I ever experienced a period cramp, I was actually playing in a volleyball tournament, and I thought I got the flu. Thought I had like a stomach flu because I went to the bathroom.
That bad? Like it like cramped?
It was that bad, and I didn't know they were cramps because it was like so in my stomach. Like I just thought it was my stomach, but it was like, you know, where the cramps are. But I didn't know. I'd never had cramps before. I was at a tournament with my sister and my dad, and my sister hadn't really had period cramps yet. And so I'm in the bathroom. I'm like thinking I'm going to throw up. I'm in so much pain. Like I feel nauseous at this point. I laid on the public bathroom floor. I didn't even care. I was like crying. I was beside myself in so much pain.
You thought it was the end.
I thought I was dying.
Did you think you were dying?
I literally thought I was dying. I was like, I don't even care. I'm like laying on the floor.
No way
like,
it's that bad.
And you know me, I would never lay on a bathroom floor.
Is it that bad every time?
No. That was my first time, and it was really bad that time. And so I literally sat out the volleyball game, and I would never sit out. Even if I was like injured, it would like kill me to sit out.
Yo, shout out to girls. Like I can't even imagine like just being like a little, how old were you? 15, 14?
Like, yeah, like 14, 15.
14-year-old girl, like, you know, just vibing, living like my normal day. And then all of a sudden, like, I start bleeding out of my body.
Yeah.
Like that's scary.
And the pain. It's not even the blood.
That would
it's
be
like
scary. Like I don't know. Like I can't even think of that.
It's funny because my dad was like, "Oh, do you think it's a period?" But I didn't start my period, so I wasn't like, "Oh, it's cramps."
Was that awkward for him? I feel like
no, not really. I mean,
that'd be weird as like a dad.
Not really, because my dad's like not really like.
What was that awkward for you?
It wasn't that awkward for me, but I was like, "Ew, no, dad." Like it was a little bit, but not too much.
Like, did you feel like uncomfortable telling him that?
No.
Like, no.
But I was like, no, I think it's just my stomach. And he's like, oh, okay. And I sat out and I was like so beside myself on the bench. And
you didn't even play?
Like,
you warmed the bench?
And someone was like, dude, I couldn't. I literally physically could barely stand. I was like crying. And so someone gave me an Advil or a Midol. And they're like, maybe it's period cramps. I was like, I don't think it is. And my friend at the time was like, just take this. Like, trust me. She gave me it. Then out of nowhere, my period came because it was cramps like before the period. And it was my period. But it was so bad. I sat out a volleyball game. Like, it was so bad. And so that's when I was like, holy shit. I was like, because the time before, the other times I had my period, I'd never had cramps. Because it was like my first couple periods.
Oh, so that wasn't like your first one ever?
No. The first one ever, I didn't have any cramps. Yeah.
Interesting.
It's interesting how it just randomly starts.
If you're a girl and like get like some girls pass out when they see their blood, like blood drawn or something, like would that have that same effect?
I don't think so.
I'm asking random ass questions.
I don't know. I don't think so because like, I don't know, they would pass out all the time. I don't think so. I think it's different. I think maybe blood drawn is like the needle more so than the blood.
True. I guess it's a little different.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm glad I'm a guy. I'm just gonna say that probably like 100 times this podcast, but like
it's a reality.
I'm glad.
Periods aren't really fun. But wait, where'd my notes go?
Like I can pee anywhere I want. Well, I mean, for the most part.
I know. I know that is something that's so nice.
It's just so much easier, I think.
Okay, so let's move on from periods, just because, you know, here's the thing. Is like I'll talk about periods, but it makes me feel a little uncomfortable just because I'm like, some things are not supposed to be private, but I'm like, it's gross, but it's not because it's also reality.
I don't think it's gross. Like I think it's just normal. It's like something everyone deals with. Like,
well, it is gross. It's like blood coming out of you. So it is gross, but like it's reality. Like that is, so it's not, because it's just life.
Yeah.
It's just something you got to deal with. It's not really, I don't know. It's like to talk, I don't know. It's interesting.
It's not something you want to like talk about at dinner, that's for sure. But like sit here on a podcast, like whatever.
Okay. This is something that I was curious if you know, and maybe it's happened to you. Have you ever had like my hair or hair stuck in your butthole?
Stuck in my butthole?
Yeah.
Not that I know of.
You've never had to pull out and it kind of like grab a little of your butthole?
No.
Because girls will talk about this all the time.
I've had hair like in other
But
spots.
does it wrap around like your balls?
Yeah.
And does it hurt a little because it like cuts off circulation?
No, it's not like cinched tight.
No,
on
but
me,
girls
but, like,
will say
pull
that.
it and like you'll think it's like, I'll think it's like maybe my hair, and then I'll pull it and I'm like, oh my god.
So
that was not my hair.
It happens a lot to girls because like when you're in the shower and you're washing your hair and like it runs down your body and you're washing your body, and so like you'll find hair like sometimes down there, and that's from your like
your butthole.
Head. Yes. And you pull it out.
You do got some long ass hair.
But you'll pull it out and it'll like grab something and it hurts.
What's it grabbing?
I don't know.
What's it grabbing on the way out? What's in there?
Nothing you haven't seen before, but I don't know. I don't know what it'd be doing. But like, I'm sure there'll be girls that know exactly what I'm talking about, because I've read so many or like seen TikToks about this, and like it's a normal thing. And I just think it's so funny.
Plot
like,
twist, you think it's normal, but it only happens to you and you just completely expose yourself. No,
I've seen TikToks and I've seen so much about it. Same. Okay, let's talk about first kisses.
Hair coming out your butthole, like. Okay.
That's where we're at in this podcast. This is an interesting one.
I just need to take a moment real quick.
Today we're going to be talking about our first kisses with our contestant number 1, Josh Bruckner.
Yo, we really got to change that board. We have a little board, and we can put like funny sayings and stuff.
And like little buttons.
Yeah, so we need to do that, but
okay.
Future podcasts.
So, first kisses. Oh, wait.
I've had a lot of those.
Okay. How do you have more than one first kiss?
Oh, first kiss with a different girl. It's our first kiss.
Joshua, you little
Is it
thought.
not?
You're grounded.
Just saying.
Drink your little Stanley and shut up. Okay. You're getting here. Okay. Do guys talk about their first kisses?
Are you? What?
It's a question.
Do guys talk about their first kisses?
Yeah, like if you
with the boys.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You think, oh my God, I kissed. Okay, I just.
It's not like that. It's like.
You guys,
my boy, me and so, yeah, we were making out in the hallway.
Do you think any of your friends ever lied, or did you ever lie about hooking up with a girl 100%. and going further than you like did?
No.
Do you think your friends ever did?
Oh, 100%.
Did anyone ever say that they had sex and they for sure didn't? Or
yes.
would they say they like did other things?
Yes. Like I feel like every guy basically has done that.
I feel like girls wouldn't do that over guys, but I'm sure girls have.
Yeah, you just don't want to feel left out, and then like the boys are ragging on you. Like guys just. Your friend group, they just roast each other. Like it's just all like roasting each other. You just don't want to get roasted.
I'm trying to think if I ever like lied to any of my friends saying I had a friend. No, because I was really honest with like it was like Cassidy or Biz or my friend Aaron.
Really?
Like I just feel like I like always be like, oh, I haven't kissed anyone yet, or like, you know.
Yeah.
And they all have, like, oh my God, not well, I don't know about Biz.
I feel like the difference with guys is like a lot of, especially at a younger age, like a middle school age, like it's not like you have an ego, but like you think you have to be like a certain way, but in reality it doesn't really matter. You know
what's actually interesting about girl talk is, this is so weird to me, but I totally get it, because I wanted to start my period. Is that weird? Like, that's weird.
No, because I think like...
I thought all these girls like had boobs and they were like mature and like they were turning into like women. And I was like, oh, like, why isn't that happening to me? I felt so left out.
Babe, you're preaching to the choir. I didn't grow leg hair till I was like 19 years old. You know how insecure I felt wearing shorts to high school? No leg hair?
See, that's crazy, because I don't think a girl would ever be like, ew, he doesn't have leg hair. But I know why you would think that. And it's the same thing as like, no one knows if I started my period. Why does it really matter? But I felt like all these girls would talk about, oh, my period, like, oh, it's so bad. And I felt like I was just like, didn't like belong, like, because I didn't start my period till I was like, I think it was in 9th grade, and my sister was until like she was like 16 or 17, and same with my mom.
Jeez.
So that's like super late.
You were just like a late bloomer.
Well, that's like, all that is. And everyone would be like, oh, you're so lucky. And I'm like, I am
No,
not
because you just want to be like everybody else.
Yeah.
Like that's how I felt in high school too. It was like had a squeaky voice. They called me Squeakner sometimes.
But if you haven't started your period and you're older, just that's great. That is a blessing. You will start it. Don't worry, and it's not fun.
Yeah, why rush growing up? You know, that's the way I look at it now. Now
Yeah.
I'm older, but back then I wanted leg hair and to start my period. Just kidding.
Uh-oh. Have you ever YouTubed how to kiss?
Yeah, I definitely have.
You did?
100%. I don't know. Yeah,
Were
I
you
definitely
nervous?
have.
Because
of course, I
I
don't
was
care
like-
who you are. Of course you're nervous. Like what?
I
That's
was
like a
like-
big deal. And I had braces, and every freaking dentist tells you that like your braces are gonna get stuck. And she
Did
had
they?
braces too. No.
Why
We're
do
not
they tell you
clanking
that?
teeth together?
I remember, like, okay, sorry to talk about this, but kissing my ex-boyfriend, and he had braces, and it was so much better when he got his braces off. I just remember thinking, I was like, ew, this is kind of gross, like his braces. But I think I had braces. I don't know if I had braces while we
You're
were
getting
together.
like the leftover food out of them. So
Ew.
nasty.
No, actually, I didn't have braces when I was dating him. But I remember I was like, okay, this is so much better. He doesn't have braces.
Yeah, it would be kind of gross not thinking about it. But,
But
like back then, I never
but-
really thought about that.
I didn't notice the difference till he got his braces off. I feel like it really didn't matter that much.
I was a clean boy, you know. After lunch, I would go brush my teeth.
You have very good hygiene, so I
Yeah.
would think that yours would be like pretty clean.
So you would make out with me if I had braces?
Right now, no. I'm
Would you
kidding.
not?
What?
Would you not? If I
Oh.
went and got braces, like right now, would you not make out with me?
Of course I'd make out with you. You're my husband. I really wouldn't care. You made out with me while I was wearing Invisalign. I literally would be about to go, like, do whatever, you know, have fun. I'd pop my bad boys out and be like, 1 second.
Ew. But true. But ew.
But true, but ew. I feel like once you're married, anything goes.
yeah, you know, I mean, that's the person you're most comfortable with. Of course.
Okay, wait. Were you ever, I think I asked that. Were you ever nervous to kiss a girl?
You just asked that, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But why were you nervous? Like, what were you
Oh,
nervous for?
I was like, what do I do with my tongue? What do I do with my lips? How do I do my lips and the tongue at the same time? It is so natural. Like, it just kind of comes natural.
Yeah, I agree. I mean,
Although
yeah,
the
like,
first
what
time-
could you really say in a YouTube video? You know what I'm saying?
They, like, teach you, I don't really know.
Yeah, like, what did they teach you? Explain. Like,
I
give
think,
me
like,
a quick
how to
rundown.
kiss with your lips and then what to do with your tongue, but I really don't know how they
What did they
explain-
say to do with your tongue?
I really just think it was like a couple making out and you're watching it trying to like study and learn. It literally made me more nervous because I was like, this shit looks so hard. Like, no thanks.
That's what I thought too. I was like, that looks like really confusing, and like you gotta line it up perfectly. Like kissing a girl, like just like a peck. That's easy.
My
All
first
day.
kiss, or I don't know about I don't really remember the first couple kisses, but I remember my first kiss with my ex-boyfriend because he said something after. He was like trying to kiss me, I think, and I went straight for the makeout because I didn't know.
You just.
I didn't know you were just supposed to
you went
kiss with
for
your
it.
like kiss
Yeah.
and then make
That
out.
was your first kiss ever. You went for the makeout.
Yeah, together. I
Like
just
your-
went.
No, that wasn't your first kiss though, right?
No,
Okay, I was gonna say that's like bold.
I think my first kiss ever.
Was it makeout?
No, I don't know. It
My
wasn't.
first couple of kisses were little pecks.
I only had like one peck. Then the next one was a makeout.
Full send. Just got right into
Yeah,
it. Okay,
right into
let me
it.
ask you this since we're having girl talk. Like, what like was there bad kissers and good kissers, and like what was the difference?
Okay, so that's a good question. I think there wasn't really bad kissers. There was only one kid, but he had like dip in his mouth, like chewing dip, like tobacco.
So it was just gross.
But I didn't know that. And then I knew after, and I was like, that was disgusting. Like, it would just smell like it was just gross.
that is so that actually would be pretty gross.
Yeah, but honestly,
Never.
like,
Never.
I haven't really kissed too many people, but anyone I've kissed, I feel like it wasn't bad. What do you
Really?
think?
I don't know. This is girl talk. I was just asking you if you had like an
You're one of the
opinion, like-
girls today.
I'm not one of the
You're
girls
one of the
today.
girls today.
You know what's funny is I always start my timer to see like how long these podcasts are, so we don't go like 2 over. And
Yeah.
I totally didn't do that. So
Oh, it's
there's
fine.
that. But we are gonna check the time. What else does KDV
Okay.
have for me? Like go ahead.
I have like
Let's
a
girl
scenario.
talk.
A scenario. I'm
Okay.
just curious.
All right.
If you were a girl, would you rather have big boobs or small boobs, and why?
I think probably like just average
No,
size
no.
boobs.
No, you can have big boobs or small boobs.
Probably small then, because I feel like a lot of girls with big boobs complain about their back hurting, and like back pain's the worst thing ever. So I wouldn't want to have back pain.
That's true.
So yeah, that would be my reason. But then like, yeah, I don't know.
You wanna what? You wanna show them bad boys off, or
I don't know. I just like not that would never cross my mind. I'm not sure.
You
Would you rather have big boobs or small boobs?
I honestly, for me, I love having small boobs because I can wear any top I want. I work out a lot and I'm very passionate about like working out and running, and I feel like I'm very active and like jumping all around and like with a lot of my workouts. And like I feel like if you have boobs, girls always complain about it hurting, and like it doesn't really hurt me.
That would be painful. Like after I hit chest at the gym and like I got like a good little A cup.
Yeah.
And I'm walking down the stairs and they're bouncing, like that hurts.
But Josh, the difference is that's not what hurts. There's like the actual like boob inside that is like sensitive and very tender. It's different.
Okay, so you're sensitive. I got you.
No, but I think it, honestly, if I had big boobs, I think I'd be in a lot of pain. So I really do like having small boobs. And when I was younger, I was like, oh, this sucks. Like, guys aren't going to like me. Like, I don't feel as like feminine, like this and that. And then like, as I like grew older, I was like, I don't really care. Like, I honestly love it. And like, I think small boobs are cute too. I think big boobs look cute on girls. Like,
plus once you have babies, they're going to get bigger,
right? Right. They're going to get bigger. Please tell me.
Please.
Joshua.
I'm just kidding. But like, that's a thing.
But no,
that's what
the
I meant,
thing
right?
is like we're together and like you always like never make it like a big deal, or you're always like, oh, I love your boobs. Like, and you always make me feel so confident about myself. So I'm always like, why would I like them?
But they're going to get bigger, right? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I promise.
Okay, you better be.
No, but like that's a dead ass question. Like you're not answering my question. Like,
I think
when you have a kid.
Normally yes. I haven't had a kid. I don't know, but normally yes, they do because they get full of like milk and stuff. But some people like they don't get as much of a supply. So, but I still think they get bigger no matter what.
Interesting.
I don't know. It depends on the size, I guess. Okay, next topic. Let's talk about our first time. Dun, dun, dun.
Oh no.
Why am I drawing a blank?
On our first time? Wow. It's been that long, huh?
Must not have been that memorable. No,
I know. What the hell?
No, it has been a long time.
It has been a long time. I remember our first time.
Okay.
I don't know if we're going into that. Like,
go into it.
You remember it. No, this is girl talk. It's got to be like from your point of view. Like, were you nervous? Like, what? Like,
oh, okay. I was super nervous.
did you think we were gonna do that? Like, what was the plan? Like, what was the plan of action from KDB?
I made sure that I waited a long time with you because I really want to make sure like I was like in love with you, and like also, I don't know. I feel like I was just nervous. Like I didn't want you to see me like naked.
Why?
I was nervous. I didn't sleep around, so like it's not like. I don't know. It's nerve-wracking to me. Dude, I was so nervous even when I was like in 6th grade. You have to change in front of girls for the first time and you're still in your bra and underwear in gym class. But that made me so nervous because I wasn't really like a out and open, like, you know, some girls are just like, let me walk around naked. Like, I don't care. Like, that's not really me.
Is there anybody like that in 6th grade?
Yes, there was girls who were like, oh, I don't care. I'll change for like this and that or.
Yeah, and when I was in middle school, like changing in the locker room was like weird to me.
And I was like, what if girls think my underwear is weird? What if they think my bra is weird? Like, what about this? And like now I'm like, oh my gosh, like who cares about underwear and that? Like, you know, but it's just like when you're at that age, like it seems so intense.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I like that.
Like someone see you naked and like, I don't know, as a girl,
that's a good point.
You always like look at yourself and you're like, is like, are my boobs normal? Is my like this normal? Like, you're like, is this right? Like, you know, you don't like see other girls naked all the time. Like, it's not like you're like.
I don't question that at all when I'm naked. Like, oh, is this normal? Like,
I feel like girls question things so much more and they're harder on themselves.
I think
like,
girls are, they think a lot.
I don't know.
I think girls overthink a lot.
Yeah, I agree with that. Okay, I have a question. Why do you think
you didn't even talk about our first time?
Oops, did I skip it?
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you want me to say about it? I'm the one who wrote this topic.
Yeah, this is your girl talk. I'm just here along for the ride.
I was very nervous. I think it was really, really good though. But I was nervous. How were you?
Do you remember
feeling?
like our actual first time?
Yeah.
Like,
wait, you don't?
No, I do, but I'm like making sure like
we
don't gotta get into it. Are you serious?
I remember it, but I feel like I'm drawing a blank.
Like location is like very prominent in this.
Oh, yeah. We don't need to. I was thinking somewhere else.
Yeah, you were definitely thinking of a different time. That was not the first time.
Next topic.
Let's just say.
No, Josh.
Can I give a little story? Not story, but like.
You're gonna say
it was outside and it was raining. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. That's it. That's all I'm gonna say.
It wasn't fully outside. Okay.
Yes, it was. Don't lie. Don't try to make it something it wasn't. It was fully outside.
No one was around.
Yeah, that we know of.
Just stop.
Okay, let's continue.
Oh my
on.
God, my
continue
uncle
on.
listens to our podcast religiously.
So what?
It was memorable.
You know how they conceived their baby and where.
True.
So who cares?
True. Okay. Anyway, I hope my dad's really not watching this podcast.
Yeah, on to the next one.
Okay, why do you think that girls go to the bathroom together?
That's a great question. Like the buddy system, maybe because like if they were peeing and ran out of toilet paper, they know that the girl next to her in the stall, or
Yeah, that's why. In case
or maybe they want to like talk shit. You know, like the basic like, oh my God, Stacy's wearing that out to dinner. Like, how dare she?
I
Like
think
one of those.
it's more so. It's like I had to go to the bathroom. I'd rather go with someone. You feel more confident in like a group, and like I don't know. It's just like more fun to go together. Do you guys not go to the bathroom together? Or is
Like-
that weird?
Like we don't like like I feel like it's very known that like when a girl doesn't go to the bathroom alone.
Yeah, they're
Like
I'm
I
gonna
feel
go to
like
the
it's
bathroom,
almost
same as
weird if a girl goes to the bathroom alone if there's other girls around.
you. Yeah.
But like guys, it's very different. But like it's not weird to go to the bathroom with another guy.
That's
Well,
true.
The way that came out sounded weird, but you know what I'm saying.
Thus, okay.
You know what I'm
Anyway, let's talk about bras.
Bras.
What
Let's
size
do it.
bra do you think I am?
You, I know, are a B cup.
Yep.
Yep. B is in big boobies.
Big booby Bruckner.
Yeah.
Yeah, so tell me what you know about bras.
Okay, we got our trainer set, like, you know, you just getting ready, getting into the bras. You got your A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P,
I
Q,
don't
R,
know
S,
if we
T, U,
have
V,
Zs,
W, X,
but-
Y, and Z for the double D.
Zebras.
Zebras.
Zebras, baby.
Zebra.
Okay,
baby.
so what age do you think girls normally start wearing bras?
I don't know. 6th grade, maybe?
That's a good
I feel like middle school is always the age where like
Yeah.
a lot of this stuff
I
goes
think
down.
so. I think in 5th grade, girls start a lot wearing bras. Maybe 4th.
4th grade,
Yeah.
babe. I
Yeah.
didn't even know what a bra was in 4th grade.
Well, that's the things that girls had to deal with. The thing is that I don't think they always need bras, but like what's funny, and I'm sure you have no idea about this, but like when you are younger and your boobs start to develop, they're like little anthills. Like they're like not like it's like your like nipple just gets a little like pushed up.
Little ant hills.
Like
is
you
what
just
we're
get
calling
little
them.
pokey,
Little
like
mosquito bites, you know?
yeah, kind of like little mosquito bites. That's what my aunt used to say. She'd be like, "Oh, what? In your little mosquito bites?" I'm like, "I'm in 6th grade."
I'm in 6th grade, clapping back.
I'd be like, "I'm in 6th grade," and I was like, "And you were just pregnant."
Dang, you were coming for her.
I was like,
So you
"She's
started wearing a bra in 5th grade? Or
I
4th
didn't
grade?
need, in 5th grade. I didn't need a bra. I just started wearing one because it was like so cool to wear a bra.
You wanted to be cool.
And then in 6th grade,
And now you can't wait to take it off, huh?
yeah. And then in 6th grade, I remember I would wear a bra, and I needed a bra at this point. Otherwise, like my boobs would be like pointy, and I was so scared of that, to the fact that I had nightmares that I would go to school without a bra.
Like, what were you scared of?
I was scared that people would see my boobs.
How would
through
you
my
forget
shirt.
to wear a bra? I feel like that's just like an everyday essential. That's like saying,
Not if
like,
you're wearing-
I forget to wear boxers to
No,
school. Like,
not
that
if you-
makes no sense.
Yeah, but when you're not used to wearing it every single day, like you just started wearing them.
That's a good point, actually.
So it's like new, and like I didn't
Because,
really
like, I
need one.
always had
I was
boxers
used to
on.
putting shirts on without one, so to leave the house without a bra was very normal. Now it would be very obvious, you know, because I wear one all the time, or like.
But like free the nips coming back, so that wouldn't be that weird anymore.
But it wasn't in 6th grade for KDB.
But you could have started the trend.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good on that.
You're
But I
not.
could've.
You're not freeing the nips anytime soon.
No.
Huh?
Sometimes I'll wear a shirt with not really. Some people, like my sister does all the time, but like I don't know. On
Not
me,
for you.
it's not for me.
That's fair.
But I think like I don't really care if other girls do it. It's just like I don't know. I feel more comfortable wearing a bra.
That's what you're used to. I feel
I'm
like it's
actually
like a
so
habit.
weird. I'm so weird because I wear a strapless bra. Like I'm wearing a strapless bra right now.
You gotta like differentiate. Like what's that mean? Like is that weird to wear a strapless bra right now?
Well, normally bras have straps that go over the shoulder to hold up because they need like to hold it.
Oh, the extra support.
I don't really have big boobs, but I like my boobs will fit into a strapless bra, and I wear them because it doesn't pull on my neck, and it's just honestly comfy for me. So I wear a strapless bra, and girls hate strapless bras so much because like they like slide down or they move, but like for me it works. Like I wonder if there's any other girls who literally rock a strapless bra.
Oh, so that's like not normal.
It's a very not normal thing.
really
Like I'd actually be shocked if someone said that they did.
That's true. You don't really wear strap bras often.
No, but I wear like sports bras and then my
True.
strapless bras.
You wear sports bras a lot.
Yeah. Okay. I have a question about maintenance and girls.
Maintenance.
Like keeping up with like your hair and your nails.
Okay.
Do you think getting your nails done would be fun or more of like a chore?
I don't think I would ever do it. And my honest opinion is like, why do girls do it?
Why?
Yeah, like, why?
Okay, so I think girls
I mean, they look pretty, and I like when
done.
you like scratch my head and my back with when your nails are done. But like, honestly,
I
notice them, but like, yeah.
not, okay, so here's my thing. It's not really for like other people. I feel like more put together when my nails are done. Like I feel like my outfit looks cuter, rings look cuter on my hands. Like I just feel more
That's
put
true.
together. I mean, I've went a long time without having my nails done, and I just feel, I don't know, I love having my nails done. So I love having them done. I don't like getting them done, but I'm grateful I'm able to afford to get them done.
Yeah, I feel like getting your nails done would be like getting a haircut. Like I don't mind. I enjoy getting a haircut. My barber's like super dope, but like
But
at the same
imagine
time,
it's
it's
an
like
hour.
still a chore. I mean, it takes an hour to get my haircut.
Does it?
Like like the full process is usually an hour.
Oh, okay. Well, imagine like getting your hair done, like dyed. Takes like sometimes like 5-6 hours.
Yeah, again, I'm so thankful I'm a guy. I'm just gonna be honest. Like,
And I don't think you have
I think
to
girls are awesome, but like, geez, you guys got makeup, nails, hair,
some girls have eyelashes,
toes, eyebrows, periods, babies,
But that's all. I mean,
and then like boobs.
yeah,
You guys got a lot going on.
there
Like,
is a lot going on.
I don't really have that much.
But
to
a lot
think
of
about.
it, like you don't have to get your nails done. You don't have to wear makeup. You don't have to do all these certain things. You don't have to get your eyebrows
But
done.
even if we get rid of all that, like periods,
yeah, the stuff that
babies,
you have no choice about. Yeah,
holy crap,
I know there is a lot.
that's a lot.
One of the questions was, who do you think has it harder, men or women? But I think you kind of answered that one.
Ooh, that's a good question.
Like overall, like everything.
I feel like lately,
I want to hear your.
this is actually a very interesting question. So I think lately, like times are changing where like women like want to be so, what's the word?
Successful,
self-sufficient, like
be able to take care
of themselves, which is awesome. But like I think before, like years back, it was like the guy like would go like earn the living and like the woman would stay home and like take care of the kids. And I think both were like are equally as hard.
Yeah.
But like I think now it's like I would say women have it harder because like now they want to take care of the kids and like all of that and like have a job.
Well, now, yeah,
and be like have a super successful income and everything. And I'm like, dude, that's a lot. Like
I feel bad for women because I do think it is a really hard position because like the women for the most part have to take care of the babies. Like they're the ones who have to feed the babies. Like if they're breastfeeding or certain things, like it's inevitable. Like they take care of the babies, and that's like a full-time. That's job. A full-time job. Like if you're a stay-at-home mom, I feel like sometimes people can get the rap of like, oh, you don't do anything. Like you just watch your kids. Like that's not a job. That is so hard. Like, and what's so hard about that is like normally like stay-at-home moms, like they watch the kids and it's like not like they're just, hanging out with the kids. Like, they're watching them, they're educating them, they're teaching them, they're training them to be better humans.
Taking care of them.
Like, but most of the time they're like cleaning up the house, like doing different things, like making dinner. And like sometimes I think guys like, some guys wouldn't appreciate that because they're like, I'm working and like you just get to stay home and like hang out with the kids. Because when in a guy's
honestly, I think that would be so much like that would be so hard to do. Like to be a stay-at-home mom would be hard, I think.
And then it's hard too because
I think
I think some stay-at-home moms have like this like, well, like I want to work on my career. Like I want to do something because they want to be their own person other than just being a mom too. Sometimes it's like they want that like, like something outside of that. And so that's where it's kind of hard. And to this generation, it's like they're like trying to make their career still, but then still be a stay-at-home mom. So they're juggling two massive jobs, which is hard.
Yeah, I would say girls definitely have it harder in that like aspect.
And like,
would you ever like, do you think there's a right or a wrong or not really?
For what?
Like those situations, like
right or wrong. Oh, I think everything's situational. Like, I don't think that a woman should like never put her career and everything aside. Cause one thing I don't like is when people, cause like I've heard like someone say this to me, or I guess not someone, it's like, I did everything for you. I gave up everything for you. And it's like if a parent says that to a kid, it's kind of like, well, I didn't ask you to. Like, it's not my fault.
I always used to mess with my parents. Like, if they got mad at me or something, I was like, well, I didn't ask to be born.
Well, that's
Like
the
I
thing is
didn't.
like,
You guys did this. Like not me.
yeah.
I didn't do this.
Well, the thing is
But
like,
like obviously that's a joke. But
yeah, I just think that like a mom shouldn't have to only be a mom and just give up everything for her kid. I think that they should do everything for their kid and love their kid. And like, obviously, I've almost like all moms do, but I still think that they should be a little selfish with like what they like to do and never lose who they were before they have kids. Because I feel like when they lose that, sometimes they resent the kids or sometimes it makes them sad because they're like, who am I outside of being a mother? Because then when their kids leave them, they're stuck with like an identity crisis of like, who am I?
no, you got to say, I think you still need to be like true to yourself and everything. And
Yeah.
that's like what you instill into your kids, like is who you are.
But I don't think there's any right or wrong. Like, I don't think it's wrong if like you put your career and you like hire a nanny and you still are like spending time with your kids, but like you hired a nanny and you're still working. I don't think that makes you a bad mom. I don't think it makes you a bad mom if you just want to stay at home with your kids.
Right.
Because like that's a great mom. Like that's a sacrifice. Like you're sacrificing doing a different job to pour into your kids. But same if you're doing a business. I don't think there's a right or wrong answer. I think everything's situational.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah.
But yeah, to answer your questions, I think girls have it way harder.
Yeah.
Just honestly, in almost like every aspect of life.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Like
I
that's
really
so cool.
do honestly believe that. I'm like,
That's what's so cool about women, though. I feel like women are so strong and so like, I don't know, women are cool. Like,
I saw a
but so
TikTok
are
the other
guys.
day that like kind of opened my mind because I think it was like we watched it together. It was a while back ago, but like a girl was walking and it was like, oh, guys will never understand like having because like she was scared.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, that is weird to think about.
And
Like,
I actually asked you, I was like, have you ever been, and I saw the same one. Remember when I
yeah,
asked
you're like,
you?
have you ever walked into the parking lot and like been scared? I'm like, no.
And I was
why?
like, really?
Why would I be scared?
I was like, because every time I go to the grocery store, I'm literally analyzing everyone's behavior, thinking that they're going to like kidnap me.
That's true.
And I'm always like looking at, like, I look in my back seat of my car. I look everywhere to make sure. And I'm always paying attention to people because that's kind of reality. And girls,
I
do
mean,
have
guys
to think
get
that.
kidnapped too, but like,
Yeah.
that's
It's
never
just-
crossed my mind.
Well, the thing I think for like between like guys and girls is this is one thing I do have to say is I feel like some girls are like, yeah, women are so awesome. Like we don't need men, like, because girls can do everything. And I'm like, see, that to me is that's not reality because we need men. Like men are so great. And I don't like when girls are like, oh, girls do everything. Like I don't like men. We don't need
I don't
them.
need no man.
I don't need no man. Because the thing is like a man, a woman and a man are so different. Like there's so many things that I can do that Josh can't.
They compliment.
And
each
there's
other.
like so many things that you can do that I cannot do. And not even just physical. Like there's so much differences between us. And that's why I think a man and a woman, like their relationship or like, like any sex and sex. Like I just think like for me and you, like our relationship just works so good.
Yeah, I mean, everyone, it's better together, you know?
Yeah.
That's the way I am.
That's why I am. What I'm trying to say really is just that like, I think we complement each other so well.
Yeah.
And like, I don't think like I would be someone who's like, I don't need a man because of this and this. Because like, I do value men still.
100%. I hope so.
But women are better.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
No, I agree.
But women are so powerful and so cool. So I think that's awesome to be like for women. Okay. What was my next thing? Oh, if you were a girl, would you get waxed, shaved, or laser? Or would you be hairy?
Okay, so I would do. Harry's not my vibe. I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, laser like takes it away forever.
Yeah.
I would 1,000,000% do that. Like honestly, even as a guy, like can guys get laser? Because like I might just do that. Because honestly, like shaving is just such a. I'm all about like time and like. I don't like doing monotonous things like that. Like, I don't want to. If I was a girl, like, I wouldn't want to have to shave my legs every time in the shower. Like, that'd be so annoying. But then again, like, I think it would become a habit and, like, you wouldn't even think twice about it. But if I could just get laser and never have to do it, that'd be dope.
I might do laser because, like, I just, like, have never really looked into it. But a lot of my friends have done it. And I'm like, honestly, like, for certain, like, areas, I'm like, that would be really nice to not, like, laser your armpits or, like, I don't mind shaving my legs too much because it's such a habit. Like every time I shower, I shave my legs.
But what if it
day.
becomes a trend to be hairy and then like you got laser, so now you can't follow the trend?
I don't know if it's been like, I don't care if it's a trend or not because I don't have hair on my body for a trend. It's more like a feeling and I hate that feeling.
Okay, that's fair.
You know, because
I should get laser. I think it's kind of, is it expensive? Is that like the downside to it?
I think it's like time consuming. You have to do a couple different sessions and like, it's not like you just get it once and you're done.
But think about like,
The time you do
the
save.
time you're saving in the long run. Like that's a compiled up time saver.
It's the
Like
same
after
thing.
10 years, you know, you've made way more on your investment of time.
No, I agree. It's the same thing though as like getting waxes. Like I would do that. Sometimes I get like a Brazilian wax and like it's nice because you don't have to shave
See,
for so
that
long.
seems horrible.
But it is horrible.
Like I'm not saying like
But Josh, laser is just like it's painful.
yeah, but once you do it a couple times, it's done. Like you have to get waxed often, like
It
or
lasts
once
a
a
while.
month, once
Yeah.
every 2 months.
I think once a month.
That's
I
too
can't
much.
remember.
That's too much to deal with.
Yeah,
I'm
it
not
is.
saying butt booty ass naked
But it's
on a
quick.
table, tied up like a chicken or whatever they are, like legs
But
open.
I showed Josh a demonstration of how girls have to get waxed, and he's like,
Absolutely
"You
not.
have to sit like that naked." I'm like, "Yeah," and the worst part is you just make awkward conversation, like as if you're not spread eagle on the table.
Have you
while
ever
they're-
farted doing that?
No, but girls have. I don't
How
know.
do you
That's
know?
because they told me. They've also been like when girls will get waxed, sometimes they accidentally kick, like it's like a reflex.
Really?
Well, think
Like
you're
head
spread like
kicker?
this, and so like how do you
Ooh.
not like
Yeah, it would hurt.
think about that? Like it's
That
bad.
is very interesting. See, that's just another thing girls have to do that. Like,
I mean, they don't have to.
and I remember boys used to make like such a big deal when we got physical. Is that like someone had to touch your balls? Like,
Okay, but as a
I
little
don't think
boy,
they do that anymore.
why? Because you just got one. I asked. Josh just got a physical, and I was like, "So did they grab you? Huh?
No, but I think, but they don't. I don't think they ever really did it for older people. But like, I don't think they do that. I don't know why.
They
I'm just
used to do
assuming.
that.
No, they used to. Every physical I got as a kid,
You
they'd
probably felt
stick
so
their
violent.
finger in between like
The
your
balls.
balls, and then they go cough. And you're like,
That would be kind of weird, like, cause like our nurse that would do it, and we were like family friends with her, and she's like a young, cute girl, and my dad had to go get a physical. He's like,
Really?
Yeah, he's like, yeah, she just touched my balls. It was weird.
that is kind of weird. That's weird if it's like your friend. That would be kind of awkward.
Well, think about it. Like, yeah, did you ever have a girl, or was it always a guy?
I had a girl before, like
Oh.
my family doctor or whatever.
Your first physical time.
Shut the hell up. It's
Well-
not even like that. Honestly, it was never like even weird.
Okay, Joshy B, we're gonna wrap things up, but I want to
Okay.
know: do you have any girl talk questions or things you want to know about girls that we can like just openly talk about?
Honestly, as much as I love girl talk, I don't know. Maybe you girls are so interesting and so
They are interesting.
you know. There's so much to know. There's so much to talk about. There's yeah, girls are just very interesting. I
Basically,
feel like
he has
us
no
guys
questions.
are very boring, and like girls like are
No.
so unique. Like you know, you get your hair done, your nails done, you got your makeup, you got your period,
Oh,
you got your babies, you
that
got
is-
like you want your
got your
diamond
babies.
ring, like you gotta have this purse, you gotta be this swagged out. Like
We're
girls
we're
are
more
just
complex.
interesting. You have hormones like
You have hormones. You have testosterone. That's cool.
testosterone.
Testosterone. Okay,
True.
well, let's talk about makeup, and then we'll wrap it up. Okay.
Okay.
So, if you were a girl, would you wear a ton of makeup? Would you?
Okay,
not?
so unfortunately, I have worn makeup before for a YouTube video and whatever else it was, like
Okay,
Halloween.
wait. I was gonna say,
Halloween.
what else? Where was I when you were doing this?
Halloween KDB put makeup on me. And that is like the most uncomfortable, like horrible feeling
Yeah.
of my life. I don't know why.
Makeup at first too, and like I think like foundation and stuff like that feels so gross on your face. Some girls like, I mean, you do get used to it. I wear foundation sometimes,
Really?
but like, and I'll wear like pressed powder, and like I don't love the feeling of makeup, but you definitely get used to it. But like, do you think you'd wear makeup though if you were a girl? Like honest, not just like guys answer. Like if you were a girl,
I think yeah, just because everybody does it. That's like,
yeah.
you know, like I feel like every girl wears makeup. I would definitely be the girl like I'd be like more like you where I just wear like a little bit of makeup or
Yeah.
like I'm not I don't know, I barely even like do my hair
No,
in the
I
morning,
agree.
you know, like I brush it and
I think
comb it and like wet it and
it-
like go about my day. Like I just can't imagine having like a hour or 20-minute or 30-minute like makeup routine. Like for me, like that I just
It's
can't
just too
think
much
of doing
time for
that.
you.
I
Yeah.
just can't think of doing it. Like obviously if I was a girl, things would be different, but
I mean, for me, I honestly like, I'm that same way though. I don't like to spend too much time getting ready. So I do have a quick makeup routine because I like when like I fill in my eyebrows a little more, put a little
KDB
mascara
gets
on.
ready faster than
You.
damn near faster than guys I know.
I
Like, you
get-
ready fast.
I just like, I don't like spending time getting ready unless it was like for like your fight. Like I'll probably spend a little more time, even though I'm going to look the exact same. My makeup's really not going to look that different. It's just more like I
You're
gotta
gonna
get
go in.
ready.
You're
Like,
gonna
you
go
know,
in. Gotta be
it's
cute.
more exciting. Listen to music, hang out with my friends and stuff. But like, yeah, I'm more of a simple makeup gal just because it's just, I don't know. It's just my vibe. But I like it. I like when girls wear makeup. I like when they have the like clean girl makeup aesthetic. I like when they have no makeup on. I really do want to say though, and this is like
I'm a big believer in like the no makeup look.
Yeah.
I don't know
the
why.
no makeup look. Kind of
that and like the no makeup look.
Yeah. So this is one thing is I feel like a lot of times girls think that like guys love like when they wear makeup. But here's the other thing is I don't really think most girls wear makeup for guys.
No, I'm not even saying girls wear it for guys, but like I personally just like
I think most guys
without makeup.
Most guys don't like when girls wear a ton of makeup of what I've heard. But the thing is like, and people have said that and I've been wearing a ton of makeup and I was like, I really think girls just wear makeup to make themselves feel better. Cause that's what I do. Like I really put on my makeup and I'm like, I'm not like, oh, I think this guy, I mean, obviously like I'm thinking before you, I'm not like, oh, I think this guy is going to like think I look so hot. Like I'm like,
you just feel better about yourself.
I just feel more confident and like more myself. And that's why I think makeup is really cool.
Yeah, no, I like it. I think makeup.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
You like makeup?
I think makeup's cool.
Are you going to wear some?
I don't like wearing makeup myself.
Yeah, we did try and get you on a little skincare routine, but your acne got worse when we put you on a skincare routine.
Yeah, and my acne got worse when I started boxing from the headgear. My acne is probably the worst it's ever been right now.
Which you have literally perfect skin, so I don't even know how you're saying that. Like
I'm just saying like I've never had like a lot of acne, so
Josh,
for me it's like the worst that it's ever been right now.
But I don't even think it looks bad.
I'm not saying it looks bad. I'm just
you have like 2 zits right there, and that's it.
All up here. I don't know. This is girl talk though.
That's the thing about wearing makeup that's so nice is like I can just like touch it up real quick,
cover it up.
Yeah, that is really nice. Although you still can sometimes like see it, but it just makes me feel more comfortable.
Oh, you have like covered up a black eye of mine one time with makeup. I think like a long time ago.
Oh yeah,
something.
Maybe.
You definitely have.
Yeah, maybe. I don't remember. But anyway, guys, that is our girl talk. We talked so much about periods. We talked about the first time. We
should do guy talk next. We might have to.
I'm nervous for you know what actually be really funny is if we had I don't know who, but I was gonna say if we had another guy on here and me. So like 2 guys talking about guy talk together, and then like I have to like kind of listen, and you guys like talk about things like.
Yeah, we gotta have a guest on the podcast soon. Like, comment down below who you think would be the best first guest.
We also gotta buy another mic though.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get more mics, and also the next episode is gonna be a Thanksgiving special because Thanksgiving is next week, and if you're listening to this. The day it comes out, it's fight night. Your boy is in Austin, and we're about to throw some hands tonight. So make sure you check it out on DAZN.
And we are pre-filming this a little bit because we leave for the fight tonight. We go to Texas.
We're leaving tonight, so that's why we have to wrap things up. That's it for episode 11. This is your cup of tea,
and we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Peace.